they must know something, because this is the kind of thing that they do, right? Like the biggest competence advantage that I would put in the kind of Musk category of companies is the relentless execution on building and optimizing and streamlining physical stuff. That's something that they've been doing really well for a very long time. So if anyway, that caught my eye, that the designs I saw were based on GPUs and not TPUs. And I do know that they're working on their own AI chips. I don't know that much about how far they are there, but it's interesting that when they were talking about the orbital data center designs, they were talking about conventional GPUs as we understand them.
I got to say, orbital data center is like the coolest sounding thing to build.
Yes.
Like it seems really not practical. I get there saying, "Oh, we're gonna have robots do it, and it'll be outer space, and it's really cool." But I feel like everyone's got to admit orbital data center is probably the coolest thing to say you could work at in software development. So,
based on what I've seen for orbital data centers, it sounds like it is either much cooler or much less cool than what you're thinking about, depending on your perspective, right? So, excuse me. If you're imagining like a giant building in space, it sounds like the kind of more leading designs that are like more plausible. They're more like Starlink. They're more like satellite clusters, where you just have lots of little things that talk to each other over light links, basically, for high-speed communication.
And giant radiators, right?
And huge, flat
like it's
fins.
almost all radiator, and then there's a little like nub in the center contains the GPUs, right?
That doesn't sound as cool as what I had in my head of a big skyscraper in outer space where we've got racks of GPUs and you can walk around in it, and it's like really cool. But that's okay, because when you tell your parents that you work at an orbital data center, they won't know. So it's fine.
That's what they imagine.
I say it's exactly like Star Wars, Mom and Dad. Trust me.
Hey, is that HTTP? Get that out of here. That's not how we order coffee. We order coffee via SSH, terminal.shop. Yeah, you want a real experience? You want real coffee? You want awesome subscriptions so you never have to remember again? Oh, you want exclusive blends with exclusive coffee and exclusive content? Then check out Cron. You don't know what SSH is? Well, maybe the coffee's not for you.
Terminal coffee in hand, living the dream.
Unfortunately, like, heat is just very, I guess as the kids say, problematic in space. Like, you don't have anywhere
we
to
should
put
cancel it.
Like, it's very hard to get rid of heat in space. So this is a problem. As Dimitri was saying, you end up having to have a lot of surface area per chip. Like per heat generating NVIDIA, like GB200 or whatever. I mean, it won't be a GB200 by the time they get these things launched, but
that's the thing I didn't get. What is the advantage then? Because in like, I get that it feels like if you talk to like a regular person about putting it in outer space, they're like, well, it's cold in outer space, so that's going to be really good for GPUs. But it's the opposite, I think, right? I mean,
it's not that it's not cold in outer space. Cold is the lack of available, not having energy.
Right.
There's no density, so you have nothing you can.
I meant like more like they said. Cooling would be super easy. I feel like that's like the normie thing. If you say put something out, it's like it'll be cold. It's like a huge refrigerator, bro. But that's not how heat works. So I get that part. So then what is the advantage? Why we also don't have to go way down this route, but I have been wondering this myself. So why do they want to put it in outer space?
Incredible investment, TJ. Like the amount of investments that are coming in will be
the TAM for outer space is big. Think about how many data centers we can put in outer space.
Well, it's free power and difficult but free cooling, right?
Okay.
So if you can make the physics work, and I don't know, like they have really good like thermal people at. I mean, you can imagine they have very good thermal people at SpaceX. So I assume that they have done simulations that suggest to them that this can be made viable. So it's free power and also like more free power than you would get for the same panel on Earth, because there's no atmosphere eating up your atmosphere, or weather for that matter.
Yeah, no clouds.
Right. So free power and tricky but free cooling. And
Gotcha. So it's like when you build a really complicated thing, but then it's passive in a video game. I understand.
Right,
This mechanic makes sense to me.
And maybe one thing I would add, this is entirely business strategy speculation. So whatever, like take like poor big.
It's financial advice. Got it.
It's exactly right.
You're investing right now.
If it works, and you are Musk's AI team, and you just get to launch your AI into space, and everyone else is like fighting local governments, and can I build a hydro plant here? Oh, how much do I have to pay you to, right?
Yeah.
And you'll just be like, we're going to space, right? Like, you losers can hang out here. We're going to space. And by the way, if you want to go to space, you have to come through me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he pretty much owns the passage to space, so it's a pretty synergistic.
They can't ask Katy
business.
Perry. She's been outer space.
Well, and also, like, it's pretty trivial for, like, when you look at the projections for these sorts of things, it's all about launch cost. Like, whether or not it makes sense to put a data center in space, a quote-unquote data center in space, it's like, here is the launch cost. Like, at this launch cost, we think we could do it. And that's based on, like, the failure rate of the thing, how, long it's expected to be able to be up there, all those sorts of things. And so, at the end of the day, if you look at somewhere like SpaceX and they're like, well, for us, we could get our launch cost down to $50 a kilogram or whatever the magic number is.
Yeah,
we just charge everyone else $75 a kilogram, and then it's not worth it for them to put it in space, or theirs will always be worse than ours, right? It's a very good position to be in, and a strangely profitable bet for SpaceX if it turns out that these are actually useful in the future.
So I think we should probably attempt to get a little bit more on a more practical approach to AI. I do think orbital data centers does sound amazing.
Sick.
You don't want the title of this video to be orbital data centers
There's going to be a
like
section. There's going to be a
AI
segment
in
called
space,
orbital
Prime.
data
That's gonna. How
centers.
many clicks is that gonna generate? Come
AI
on,
in
man.
Space.
All right,
AI
that's
in
true.
space.
Go ahead. So
That's my rock opera I'm writing. That's crazy.
Yes.
How did you know? Okay.
Because I am also writing a rock opera called AI in Space, as it turns out.
Oh, sick. We could collab.
Yep.
That's not gonna happen. He's just gonna take it all from you. Okay, so I guess we should.